Hello viewers, in today's video we are going to talk about SPSS. So we all know that SPSS is a statistical software that was developed by the IBM for data management, advanced analytics, multivariate analysis, business intelligence and criminal investigation. And it is a widely used program, okay, for statistical analysis in social science, and is also used widely by the market researchers, the health researchers, survey companies, government, education researchers, industries, marketing organizations. Okay, now in continuation, yeah, with the SPSS, as you saw in my previous videos on my channel, so I talked about how to use SPSS. So upon the request of the viewers, I'm making the video for the beginners, basically how we will enter the data and what are the interface of the SPSS. So first of all, we have to understand the interface, which has a data view and a variable view. Right? So you can see here in front of us, so this is my data view and this is my variable view. So I'll open a new file for you. So data, so you can see this is my, I close this one. And then we can enter the data manually or by importing it from the other programs like Excel. And we can define the variables, naming them, setting types, creating labels, entering data, running descriptive statistics such as means, medians, and frequencies. Now the interface basics, we have the data view. So it behaves like a spreadsheet where the row represent a case or respondent and each column present a variable. This is where you will enter or view your data. So here, if I'm entering 1, so we have to go to the data view, sorry. We'll enter 1, 2, so it automatically by default takes it as variable 1. Now when I'm entering here, so by default it takes as variable 2. But when we enter a lot of variables, so it gets confusing as it has a lot of variable. Now in continuation, so adding a lot of variables could be confusing. Okay, now how to change the variable? So we'll go to the variable. Okay, so maybe we can add one more variable here, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, now to go to the variable view, you can see here this is a variable name, so simply double click and change name, for example, change it to age, height. Okay. Simply one click you can change. Now this is numeric, you can change it to comma, dot, scientific notations, and you can change the width, decimal places, whatever you want. And the numeric type honors the digit grouping setting while restricting the numeric never use a digit grouping. Okay, now the width could be changed, the decimals could be changed, the labels. So the labels here basically are for to describe mere about variables. For example, this name is what character, age is in height, or number, or height in inches, for example, height in inches. Okay, the values, you can give a value, missing, columns, right alignment, center, unknowns. So for the scales, it could be a scale of measurement, could be scale, ordinal, normal. Okay, and scale both calls, it could be also interval or ratio. Okay, so in this video we'll be restricting to this portion. In our next consecutive videos we'll learn more about how to run the data, how to run any statistical analysis.